Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Today we got a present. It's been a long time since we've opened anything on the channel. I used to ask you guys to send me stuff because I liked opening stuff on camera and being surprised by you. I haven't done that in a while. But I know this is a gift. Despite the other dozens of Amazon packages that are showing up right now, I know this is a gift because I was given a heads up, and I know who it's from, but I don't know what it is. I mean, I have a feeling that it's, the size of a switch case in this package, but this came from Chris, I suppose, unless another one of you decided to send me something from Amazon. But Chris told me to go check my mailbox. Oh, wow. And this would be No Man's Sky for the Switch. That I'm actually extremely excited about. This says, Happy Black Plague Day, brother, and much love from sunny San Diego from Chris Perez. As you can tell, I still have the plague here. We're at like 98%. I woke up today feeling okay, except then I got drainage after I woke up. So this is No Man's Sky. I've been wanting to play this game. I wanted to play this game when it first got announced or whatever. But obviously it wasn't on Nintendo, and then it turned out to be a complete flop disaster. Like, it was one of those games that was way overpromised and way underdelivered, but apparently over the last years it has gone through a whole bunch of upgrades, and now it's this really wonderful game. So I'm really excited to try this one out. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. I think this is my first gift for my first holidays gift. Is that true? No, it's technically not true. Actually, my parents bought me like 40 pounds of meat. We got a chest freezer. Actually, so we got a chest freezer last year for Christmas from M's parents because we wanted one. And we'd never have room in the little standing freezer thing that I have, and so we've been talking about, we'd always go do like the weekly grocery shopping thing, but it would have been nice to be able to buy bulk meat and put it in the freezer. So they got us a freezer, and it's set in a box for most of the year. But I got it set up. I set it up a couple months ago, and I had to move all my, I think I showed you, I moved my wood shop around, or my wood storage is now behind this wall actually, and set the freezer up. And so my parents bought me like 40 or 50 pounds of meat from a local butcher for Christmas, and they dropped it off. Actually, I think they dropped it off the week of Thanksgiving. No, it was the week after. I was recovering. So this is my second present for the holiday season. So thank you very, very much. We talked yesterday about my my inability to tell people like what my sister's like, what do you want? Give me some sandpaper, whatever. I don't need anything. I still have an Amazon wish list. Obviously, Chris got this off of my Amazon wish list, and I don't promote it because, for one, I don't feel like I'm really doing anything of value anymore. I used to. So let's talk about this. Actually, this could be. I used to think I provided, or I was going to provide a bigger value on this channel. I still, in the past, it was a dream of mine to become a little bit more well known in, not necessarily in this format, because this is not going to ever make me famous or whatever. Not that I'm trying to be famous, but this isn't going to get me a big following. But I thought I could do some unique stuff in the woodworking and the making world. And so the reason why this shop got built out the way that it is, thanks to a lot of you for purchasing tools for me or whatever, is because I was making more project videos. I haven't done a project video in a very long time, and I have no plans of doing future project videos. It'll probably happen. I'm not saying I'm never going to do project videos again. I probably will have project videos that I want to, show a simple thing, especially, those little, I've done a few little like 1 or 2 minute long, just simple idea videos. Those kind of things I enjoy. But when I used to say, hey, go check out my Amazon wish list if you want to send me something, When we were doing the, I don't know if you can see any of that. When we were doing the postcard exchange, I would send you a Daily Shed postcard. Like I had an expectation on myself to provide more value. So I was trying to do this show in addition to doing regular project content. It never really became a regular thing. I never really got comfortable with the whole filming myself and editing. Like, I just never found a format that worked for me. I tried a few. I tried voiceovers. I tried talking to camera. Tried silent. I never really got in the groove. And to be perfectly honest, I was unable to afford materials to produce videos. Right? Like, that's not technically true. Like, you can make videos with just free palette wood and make a killing at YouTube. But that wasn't the content that I was interested in creating. I was wanting to make more intricate developmental like end tables and dressers, and there was projects. I have a list. I still have a list of things that I want to create that I thought would make interesting content, but I was not able to afford the materials. I was not able to afford the time to do that sort of thing. And so the project videos just slowly faded out, and we've just been doing nothing but this for years now, years and years. And so I just stopped asking. I stopped saying, please send me stuff. At that point in time, if you went and looked at my wish list, it was all tools. It was just tool-based stuff, router bits and table saw blades and sandpapers and, hand tools. Just, it was all that kind of stuff. Now, my wish list still has workshop stuff because people will say, what can I get you? Give me a saw blade. Like, I will always use saw blades forever. So they can go in my saw blade cabinet that I haven't built yet. That's a future build. They'll go in my saw blade cabinet and I'll use them. Buy me sandpaper, buy me glue, brad nails, screws. You can always buy me that sort of stuff. So that stuff will stay on my wish list. And there are some big things. If you go look at my wish list right now, there is drum sanders and like big expensive tools. But those are more or less like a reminder to myself, hey, I want this tool. Also, I get notifications when they go on sale, and so I can go buy them. But you'll find a lot of stuff like this. You'll find a lot of video games on my wish list. You'll find a lot of, maybe just video games at this point. I don't think there's any board games. There used to be some board games on my wish list. But, and I'm not promoting it. It's now just for people when they ask me, like, hey, what can I get you? Here's my link. Go get me, like, whatever, for birthdays or holidays or whatever. Give me something off of this list, And I try to put stuff on there as I think of it. The problem is I forget to remove stuff. Like, I haven't bought this yet, but during the Nintendo sale for Thanksgiving, I bought myself Tales of Vesperia. It was like $5 or something. I've been wanting to try the Tales series for a while, and I heard that was a good one. I forgot to take Tales of Vesperia off of my wish list until days and days later. I took it off finally, and I don't think anybody's purchased it for me. But maybe it happened. So maybe somebody bought it for me for Christmas, and I'll end up getting it in a physical version. I'm okay with that. I don't mind throwing. I would rather have the physical version. And literally the only reason I bought it was because it was $5, or maybe it was $20. It was cheap. I don't think it was $5. I think it was $20. Otherwise, I would have bought the physical version. So if somebody buys me the physical version, cool. Like, I'm not going to be upset about that. But there is a wish list, and if you want to send me something, I'll open it on camera. It doesn't have to be off my wish list. I've always said that. Like, I have a friend who does, or who used to do, interesting artwork. We're just gonna say that. And I've often joked with him. He'll ask me every year or so, like, if I send something to your mailbox, you open it on camera? And I was like, yeah, I've always said that. Like, if it goes into that mailbox, it gets opened on camera, whatever it is, and we'll see what happens. And so there might be a day when he sends me something that is questionable. But for now, I got No Man's Sky. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, all of you. It feels so good to laugh, because for a lot of this show's existence, I didn't have a whole lot of laughter in my life. So you guys have always been wonderful to me. Thank you for that. Thank you for being here, as always. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. And if you're new and you've never seen these videos before, please subscribe just because. It'll make me feel good. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is ostensibly. It is an adverb meaning something that exists or has been done for what would seem an obvious reason. The nouveau rich always seek to spend time with us ostensibly to be absorbed into our world, but they will never fully be a part of our community. Ostensibly. Ostensibly. I don't know that I've ever used that word in writing, or I have no recollection of seeing it in writing until just now. I always thought it was ostensibly with a B. Because it comes from obvious, right? So I always thought it was ostensibly. Huh.